Good afternoon. My name is Michael Milner. I'd like to thank you for joining me in this web-based lecture in which we're going to discuss the habits of effective meeting participants. I'd like to open up today with a quote from Dave Barry, American writer and humorist. It follows: "If you had to identify in one word the reason why the human race has not achieved and never will achieve its full potential, that word would be meetings." This quote makes light of a problem that we all have when we get together to try to solve organizational problems. This problem transcends gender, it transcends race, and just about any other demographic that you could possibly think of. Unfortunately, meetings are a necessary evil, but they can be made better through the use of these tips, and if used long enough, can be developed into habits. These tips include being prepared, paying attention, and participating. In learning these practices, you will help foster an environment that encourages respect, professionalism, as well as increasing the effectiveness of company communications and furtherance of our organizational goals. The first tip I want to discuss today is being prepared. Being prepared means that you can conducted all your due diligence and necessary to all the responsibilities that you're going to have to discuss in whatever type of meeting that you're going to have. You want to make sure to bring all your facts, all your figures to the meeting and have them in an organized manner to where you can quickly flip and find whatever you need to make points and to justify problems that you have run into. Being prepared to discuss how your department fits in with others. You need to have a good understanding of the organization as a whole. Understanding where your department fits in to whichever other department is being discussed. Accounting, human resources are typical departments where most everybody has some sort of a connection to. However, when you're trying to accomplish organizational goals, you do have to do it as an organization, which means that you're going to have to understand how you fit in to the big picture and how everybody else does as well. Having this type of understanding is going to set you up for success when entering into any meeting. Being able to discuss the allocation of resources demands that you be prepared. You need to be ready to justify the use of company's limited resources on your department and how that is going to fit into the big picture and create an overall success for your organization. The second tip that I want to discuss with you today is simply paying attention. Paying attention is one of the most important things that you can do when you walk into a meeting. You're there so you can understand what's going on in your organization from department to your department. To work towards organizational goals, you need to work as an organization. This is enhanced through excellent communications, and listening is half of communicating. Whenever you are listening, you want to make sure that you pay attention to other managers' problems as well as their successes. You want to be able to understand and see how people arrive at successes, and just as equally as important is how they arrived at their negative results. It's unfortunate that everything can't work out right the first time. It's rarely how that happens in the world. So it's important to have a good understanding of where people go make mistakes, where people do good things, and then you can transfer that into your own department. Note should be taken, especially in regards to deadlines and other important issues that involve your department in your interactions with other departments. It's important that you go back, you want to write these things down in a calendar, and you want to make sure that you are tracking all of these things. Sometimes meetings are the only places these types of things are mentioned, so you want to make sure that you get it on the first try. You want to make sure that you always question when somebody is speaking ambiguously. There's a lot of problems with communication in business, and letting people understand that you don't understand can sometimes be the difference between success and failure. Asking questions is a perfect segue into our next tip, which is participation. When you ask questions, it shows that you are paying attention, and it fosters an environment of respect and professionalism when you're in a meeting across all departments. Respectfully playing devil's advocate can be another great way in which to participate. When you just think about all the good things that can happen, it is not necessarily the right thing to do. because many times bad things happen, and it's much better to have anticipated some problems. That way you can have contingency plans, because nobody wants to be hit in the face with a wet squirrel. Meetings offer a forum for collective thinking, where contributions may be, they may help generate new ideas. Getting people involved in conversations is a great way to do this. Brainstorming is achieved when everybody puts in their thoughts together. You don't want to just come to a meeting, listen to what people say, nod your head. This leads to groupthink and scenarios where no problems ever get solved. To ensure that there are many points of view involved, you need to have the most people involved that you possibly can. Diversity of personnel is one of the greatest resources that a company has. You have all kinds of different people. All kinds of different people come up with all kinds of different solutions to different problems. This is a key aspect of problem solving that can be achieved through meetings, and the effective participation of meeting members can help facilitate this. In conclusion, I'd like to emphasize the importance that meetings play in our day-to-day lives, but they can be overshadowed by the negative effects of poor participant behavior. Together, by following these simple guidelines, we can help each other provide a more successful environment in which to meet, come up with solutions to our common problems, and help us move towards our common goals. So remember, be prepared, pay attention, and participate. Thank you very much.